Guys, so today I thought I would do kind of a relaxed, just speaking to you, update on what's going on with Florida. So, the last time I made a Florida to New York update, I think was like 2 months ago, and at that point I told you we had gotten a house, because we were in the last stages of getting a house. Well, turns out that that house had some major issues, and the owner refused to fix the issues, so my dad's bank refused to give him a loan because those issues caused the value of the home to be actually appraised at less than what he was going to pay, like what his offer was. Had she fixed the problem, it would have been no issue because it would have been a higher value than what my dad was going to pay, but she refused. So the bank said, well, you're not going to be able to sell your house, which here it sits on the market 3 months later. Nobody has been able to get it because every single time somebody puts in an offer and gets the inspections and finds out about this issue, their bank says no. So anyways, that's besides the point. So we found another house. It's so weird because I always am on FaceTime with him when he's looking at houses, and I'm usually like paying attention and like seeing what's going on to see the houses and stuff. But this particular day, he was with her at these houses that I knew were going to be like, no. I was like, I already knew beforehand that I would not be okay with them. And so I wasn't really paying attention, and I was actually browsing on Redfin. And a house had literally just come onto the market. I mean, it was like under new, like it had just come on. And I go, you guys need to get over there right now. And so they stopped at the house that they were in, like they stopped looking, and they like drove right over there, and it actually wasn't even supposed to be shown yet because it's a short sale, so the people are still living there, and it literally just got listed. But his realtor called the seller's realtor and said, we really like to come see this, we're very interested, we are very motivated buyers, and da 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 da. So he got to go over and see it right then and there, and that night he put in a full offer of what they wanted. Now, being that it's a short sale, my dad's bank said it can take anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months to 2 years. So right now we're about at 7 weeks, but we did get some good news. Last week they said within 10 to 14 days we would have an answer, and then at that point the inspections and the appraisal and all that stuff will go through, and then that will finalize the closing and stuff, escrow and blah blah blah. So we are in the process of getting a different house, not the one that I originally told you about. This one is not as big, but it is in the town that we really wanted to be in. The other one was in Clearwater, and we don't like Clearwater. One of the main reasons that I didn't want to move to that part of Florida is because Clearwater, it's just, to me, Clearwater, in comparison to where I'm at now, Clearwater is where we are at now. Like, this town that we're in is like the worst of the surrounding towns. And this other town that we're going to be moving to right above it is just, I mean, it's like heaven and hell comparison. I mean, it's just so nice. And another major thing about the one that we want to live in is that you're able to have chickens, backyard chickens. It's legal. So we're going to be getting some chickens and stuff. So there's going to be, like, once I get down there, there's going to be so many things that I'm going to be vlogging about. We're going to be doing a ton of, like, before and after. I'm going to do a house tour of, like, what it looks like when we first do it. And then I'm going to do each individual room. I've already been, like, planning like crazy, so I know what I want to do in each room. And probably each week for the first few months that we're there, we'll do one project. And I will make sure that all of it is filmed, because that's one thing I really want to share, not only with you guys, but I want to be able to remember it, years down the road when we want to look back on it. I think it'll be nice to have the footage of that. So another major change in the Florida thing, which I'm glad that my friend told me this, because like had he not, I would have never even thought of it, and I would have been super sad if something had happened. So I was talking to my friend. He lives far away now. He moved to go to college. And we were talking about moving, and I had told him that I was about to book my plane tickets because I was planning on flying down with Nathaniel and then 2 of the cats, and then Matt was going to drive down with my mom, my sister, and the other cat. So he goes, oh, well, you should look into the flat, because my one cat is a Persian, so she's got a flat face. And he goes, you should look into that because I heard that a pug just died on an airplane because of his flat face. So I Google it, and sure enough, you're actually not supposed to fly with Persians, Himalayans, pugs, like any of those flat-faced animals, because the altitude makes it impossible with their flat face to be able to breathe properly, and they die. So I don't know if you watched the trip. You could go back, and I think I have a Florida playlist. If I don't, I'll make one of like all the stuff about Florida. The trip that it was for my dad to get my dad down there, because I drove my dad down there with his dog, and everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So now it's looking like it's going to be me and Matt driving a 5-year-old who gets car sick and 3 cats who are going to be meowing the whole time. So I'm like, oh, like it's going to just be so, I am just like not looking forward to it. Like, oh, it gives me a stomachache just thinking about it. It's going to be miserable. And I just don't know how we can work it, because the cats obviously need to have like a litter box. They need to have water at least, maybe not food, because they could go a day without food, but they need to have water. And Nathan, when we went to Wildwood, New Jersey, a couple summers ago, he puked. It's only a 6-hour drive. He puked so many times. Oh, it's so bad. So, I don't know. It just kind of sucks that we have to drive, but, I mean, what are you going to do? So, it looks like that's what we're going to be doing is driving, so I'll be sure to document that whole thing too, even though it's going to be pure misery and you guys are not going to want to see it. But, yeah, so we're going to be driving down. And I did book, we went with the U-Pack, because they actually gave me a $700 off my original quote. So $1,900 for 2 of the pods, delivered to this house, picked up and driven and delivered to that house, and then picked up from there. $1,900 is the most it will cost me. And if I'm able to fit everything into one pod, it'll only be $1,400. So that's not bad at all. Because I was looking into like a U-Haul, since we were driving anyways. I was like, we'll just take a U-Haul. U-Hauls are $2,500 base. Then plus you have to pay gas. Like no freaking way, man. That's way too much. And we're really not bringing much at all. We've downsized a lot. Like, my brother's going to be moving into this apartment, so we're leaving our couch, we're leaving our chair, we're leaving all the lamps, we're leaving the table, we're leaving the shelves. Like, we're taking Nathaniel's twin-size mattress, not even a box spring, not a bed, just the mattress, and a bookshelf that my dad made me, and then I passed it on to him, and then a train table that his uncle made him. So we are downsizing a ton, and I could not see myself paying like $2,500 plus gas. Like, that's just insane to do everything yourself. No. So with these people, they're doing most of it, and it's maybe going to cost $1,400 if we can get it into one pod, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us down to that little stuff, because I mean, my dad went down there with one van full of crap, and he's lived perfectly fine. So I think we're like thinking in the mindset of like, oh, we need all this stuff. You get this stuff, like, it comes back tenfold. Like, holidays are going to be coming up, like, you're going to get all the stuff that you need. So anyways, I think I'm running out of space, because I'm at about 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So if you guys watch through this whole thing, awesome, and I will do an update soon when we hear about this house. But yeah, thank you guys so much if you did sit through this. I'm sorry if it was boring. I just wanted to give like an update on everything going on. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Bye!